got the spicy chicken too?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2 spicy chicken, and then we got this, and he got an aloe vera. Yeah, taste test. Good? Does it have pulp in it? That's so cool. I like that. It's good. Oh my god. That tastes like pure mango. Yeah. It's mango, apple, and orange juice. So I have a lot to update you guys on. Today was like mostly pointless. So basically I went in and saw this doctor, and it was like maybe a student, and then there was like, and I just was having Jolly Ranchers, so that is why my mouth is so red. So they basically were questioning my EDS diagnosis, they were questioning my POTS diagnosis, they were questioning my treatment, they were questioning like all of this stuff, but more, not just like in trying to understand, it was like talking down to me, like being very disrespectful and kind of like rude. And they essentially they said that before they made any changes in medication, that I would need to see a pain psychologist, which they have within their team. So they were like, well, you need to make an appointment with her, you need to see her, and then we can figure out where to go from there and change around your medications. And I was like, okay, well, is there any way that I could see a pain psychologist on Long Island? Because, you know, although, you know, it's a half an hour train and then like half-hour walk to get to the city, it's not like horrible. It's still like, if I'm seeing a psychologist once a week, once every other week, once a month, it would just be easier if it was somebody on Long Island. So basically they were like, no, it needs to be within the team. And they were just questioning a lot of my diagnoses. This guy, the main guy, was like, he asked me a question and I answered it, and I answered the right information, but I guess he just didn't like the answer I said. He was asking about like if like back when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia when I was like 16, if there was anything going on at the time that, like, if there was any illness going on at the time that would warrant, you know, this starting. And I was like, well, I was having problems with all of the conditions we know are like my diagnosed condition now, we just didn't know about it back then. And so I was running around to a lot of doctors trying to figure out what was going on. And yeah, they were like, well, okay, so is that a yes or a no? I need a yes or a no answer. And I was like, the answer is, I'm not 100% sure. There was something wrong. At the time, we didn't know what was wrong. He was also saying that, like, I couldn't be diagnosed and treated for POTS without a tilt table test, which, I mean, my doctor even said that he didn't want to necessarily do it right now. So, like, and that's also having to do with nothing with them. But he was questioning everything, and then we found out that a lot of my B vitamins are elevated, and the reason that they're elevated is because of my multivitamin, and then I take a few B supplements, and the tablets I always tell you guys that I put into water, those have a lot of B vitamins. So I'm overdoing that water, which is fine. So I cut down the amount of tablets I use, and I drink more just regular water. That's an easy fix. What was concerning was that my ferritin, I didn't get the number I should have, and I'm in the process of emailing my doctor right now, but my ferritin levels were out of range. They were elevated and completely out of range. So ferritin levels, I know it has something to do with iron production, or iron, it's like, because I know that, like, because what I'm about to say is that back when I was treated with an iron infusion for my anemia, at that time my level was a 7, indicating that I was anemic, along with a bunch of other, you know, like red blood cell related things. And so basically, after I got the infusion, the iron infusion, it increased. It was just, you know, completely in normal range. Everything was fine. I haven't heard anything about it since, and I found out that my ferritin level is completely out of range. The range is 10 to 150, so it would have to be above 150. And, you know, previous to my iron infusion, it was 7, so I was dealing with the 7. Now I'm gonna be, you know, I'm elevated out of 150, and now I don't know what the actual level was. I'm emailing my doctor to ask him if I should see a hematologist or a blood doctor, but if it's out of range, that means that it's an indicator that there's some inflammation in the body, most likely pointing towards my liver or my kidneys. So I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. They didn't give me any more guidance, so I'm going to talk to my GI about it today, or email him about it today, probably talk to him about it tomorrow, or receive an email back and have the blood taken when I have my infusion. But basically, I was sobbing. I let them leave. I was crying because of how rude they were, and I was upset about having to wait. There was no short-term solution to help me right now, and I left. We left the office, and I went to go make an appointment with this pain psychologist, and they don't have any availability until July 13th. So that basically means that I have to go through the next 2 months not changing any medications and not doing anything to help me, because I have to wait, not because of them, but because the pain psychologist is going to take so long for me to see. So I don't really understand what's going on. It was just a concerning appointment because the doctor was very rude, and we were very confused with a lot of the stuff he was saying. And he's very disrespectful, but also because we don't know why my ferritin levels are high, and it's not good. So I'm in the process of contacting my doctor about it. I was gonna see my grandma today. I'm gonna see her after my infusion tomorrow. I just can't do it today with traffic and everything. So I'm gonna be at Adrian's for the rest of the night. I'm relaxing a lot tonight. So yeah, I'll see you guys probably in a bit later. But I'm just chilling the rest of the night. So yeah, that's about it. So quickly, before I actually sign off for a little bit, but what made my day is we went to Hershey World, and which you guys probably saw in the little montage thing I had going. And while we were there, I went to go buy something, and I have this like little Starbucks thing that, you know, there's stickers for like 4 different things, and if you get all 4 stickers, then you get a free drink. And so I had one from when I got the drinks for me and Adrian the other day, and it has 2 stickers, 2 of the 4 stickers, and it was in my wallet. So when I went to pull out money in my card to pay, the cashier, and this was in Times Square, keep in mind, the cashier was like, "Oh, I got you," and handed me a card that had all 4 stickers. So that made me really happy. The chocolate I got, which I'll show you guys in a few minutes, that made me really happy. So there was really good things about today. Me and Adrian had really good food, so there was really good things that happened today. So I'm not holding on to any anger about it. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what to do moving forward. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So I got this for $15 to make myself feel better. Definitely gonna help me. So I was actually able to shower, thank God. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to piece the vlog together and relax for the rest of the night. It's about 10 p.m. And maybe I'll talk a little bit more tomorrow about how confusing today's appointment was. I do have an infusion tomorrow, and I am taking care of my grandma afterward. But yeah, today was just, I probably didn't even say completely what I wanted to say when I talked to you guys earlier, because like just like a lot of thoughts at once. It was really strange, but anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day.